One of the most significant challenges workers face is procrastination, the tendency to put off our work for later. It can damage our productivity, time management, and work quality. There are many reasons people procrastinate, but there are also strategies to prevent it. It's easy to brush off procrastination as laziness, but the psychological reasons behind it are much more complicated. Procrastination is challenging to eliminate because there are many causes, and we often aren't aware we're doing it. It convinces your brain that you're doing the right thing when, in reality, you're getting further behind. Let's look at some common reasons people procrastinate. People often put off large projects because it can be intimidating to get started. It might feel stressful, causing us to leave it at the end of our list of priorities. It's also easier to spend time doing small administrative tasks. There's some work that you might find difficult. It could be something that you're not good at or don't enjoy. When you do this work, you'll experience negative feelings, so you avoid it by pushing it to a later date. If you're a perfectionist, procrastination can provide an easy out. If you rush to finish something an hour before it's due, there's a reason it isn't perfect. You can place the blame on the reduced time you had to complete something rather than your quality of work. Some people hate rushing a project at the last minute, but some crave it. If you are easily distracted or unmotivated, rushing under the pressure of a deadline can help you focus. But remember, if you make this a habit, your overall work performance could suffer. Take the time to ensure you're doing your best work. Sometimes we simply procrastinate because we can. If you have extended time to work on something, why not do it later? We often put our present feelings over how we'll feel later. It's easy to think that we'll be more motivated a week from now, but this often isn't the case. You'll probably be overwhelmed and busy because of an approaching deadline. Now that we've discussed some common psychological causes of procrastination, how do we stop it? One way to start is to ask yourself why you're procrastinating. Are you unmotivated, distracted, or intimidated by an assignment? Isolating the cause of your procrastination can help you figure out how to avoid it. If you suspect you're procrastinating because a large project is too intimidating to begin, try breaking it into smaller chunks. You can even give yourself deadlines for these smaller pieces. If you have trouble getting started, these smaller tasks will be far easier to work on. If you need a deadline to get started, try working in small, timed sessions. Working with a timer keeps you accountable for staying focused and adds the incentive of getting something done before time runs out. Many of us spend a lot of time thinking about working without actually doing it. If you're putting off a necessary assignment, just get started. Putting off something you need to do leads to increased stress and negative thinking about the task you need to begin. Procrastination is one of the most common ways we sabotage our productivity, but it's also one of the most preventable. Once you understand why you're putting something off, you can adjust your thinking to ensure that you're not letting procrastination harm your productivity goals. You've completed these lessons on rewiring your brain for increased productivity. You learned how to identify obstacles to your productivity and how a high sense of self-esteem can help you achieve more. You also learned how to declutter your mind and eliminate procrastination. With a few adjustments to your current work habits and a little extra effort, you can rewire your brain for optimum productivity.